to finally have a patch. Utterly thrilled to be with you all on this fine patch day as my Deadlock finishes updating. Let me pull up our forums here. I saw good old-fashioned Yoshi sent a patch in, and I immediately went live. So, let me hop all this on. And it's taken a minute to load up here. Oh, wow. Yoshi, the forums are trying. They're chugging right now. Here we go. Alrighty, let me swap over to display capture. Alrighty, I trust that if you guys can't hear things, and actually let me throw my face cam on here too. Video capture. That's right. Or actually, I can just, here we go, go from Deadlock, and then I can copy this and then paste. Maybe? I'm learning streamer stuff at the moment. I think, though, that I should be able to just do that. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. General, mid-boss HP is now fixed at the spawn time. Base HP increased from, whoa, double. And growth reduced, so mid-boss now has a ton more HP. Balance patch, yes, guys, we got a patch released right now. We are going through just the the notes are here. Yeah, we are hopping right into it. Holy cow, 22 people. My game is updating right now. Thank you very much, Lucas. I appreciate it. Let me do this. All right. Reworked Rejuve reward from mid-boss. No longer buffs troopers, reduces respawn time, and buffs various stats. Upon death, 3 Rejuve crystals fall to the ground, force for subsequent mid-boss kills. So I think, like, after the fact. Claiming one now grants you place to revive after 3 seconds. Soul Rebirth is back! Soul Rebirth is back! It's just now the Rejuve. If you already claimed one or claim another, it'll go to an ally. So now, like, everybody has to fight over it after it drops, basically. Dying with Rejuve no longer counts as kill death, nor gives out bounties. As a kill... Whoa. So, like, when you have the Rejuve, you can fucking get the fuck after it. That's crazy. Like, you can... It's time to... It's time to spin, dude, once you get the fucking Rejuve. While you have the Rejuve buff, you gain the following. 20% max HP, 20% fire rate, and 15% spirit damage. Wow. Gaining the buff heals you to full and lasts for up to 7 minutes. Holy shit. This is crazy. It's time to fucking fight. The second you get the Rejuve now, dude, it's time to go. Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited to see how that goes. Meleeing a mantling enemy no longer cancels their mantle. Instead, it applies 80% movement slow that ramps down to 20% over 2 seconds. Very interesting. So it doesn't like stun them off the bank. We got to see how it goes first, B. Don't worry. We got to see how it goes in game first. We got to see how it goes. That's so interesting. I didn't see like a ton of people in my elo really take advantage of that. It's such like a quick thing to like melee somebody who's mantling. It's more so on like the like vertical zip lines you would see it. I'm really excited about that Rejuve change. Add a debuff that makes you climb ropes 40% slower for 4 seconds after you've taken player damage. We'll see, because I like using the ropes to escape, and we'll see. This debuff only exists when you're on a rope and tapers off to 0% the last 1 second of the damage window. Guys, these are really interesting big changes. Slight reduction to the amount of turning you can do while performing a heavy melee. Okay, so that's really interesting. So like, I imagine it's much harder to... I'm interested to see what slight reduction means, because parry or baiting the parry is what's super interesting there. Light melee base damage now reduced base damage reduced by 20%, except for Viscous, Calico, and Bebop. Calico, we're back. We're back. Oh, heavy melee cooldown increased from 0.9 to 1. Heavy melee cooldown when missing increased from 9 to 1.3. This patch is looking peak so far. What I say, guys, we gotta let them cook. We gotta let them cook. Sometimes they're gonna do some crazy stuff and change all the animations for a game. But sometimes they're gonna do some really cool stuff like this. Parry bonus damage is no longer melee specific and now affects all damage types. Wow. I didn't realize that it was specifically melee damage. Parry. This is awesome. This is one I skipped one here. This is one that I saw a ton of people talking about. Parried stun durations no longer reduced by debuff resistance. A lot of people will be happy to hear that. That it's no longer, because you can't, like, you could stack, for example, on like Abrams weighted shots and debuff remover, and you could have like almost a negligible parry time. You can read these patch notes, Oleg. If you go into Discord, you can put the Yoshi put the link to them in the Discord. Or if you load up the game, maybe they put a little sticker for it. Let me take a peek. Yeah, unfortunately not. Fortunately, no sticker. But if you go into Discord. So, heroes now have different dash speeds. I just saw something. And they're placed in 3 buckets to start. Same distance, slower to get there. Bucket 1, Bucket 2, Bucket 3. This is huge, what we're about to talk about here. Bucket 1, Ivy, Haze, Holiday, Calico, Talon, Paradox. Bucket 2, 7, Mirage, Lash, Yamato, Pocket, Viscous, Viper, Warden, Vindicta, Sinclair, Wraith, Infernus, Lady Geist. Can you make it bigger? I don't have my glasses. Yes. Sorry. And then Bucket 3, Mo and Krill, Abram, Shiv, Dynamo, Bebop, Kelvin, McGinnis. So now this is like some of the first time that, since that Yoshi mentioned like back a long time ago when he said that they were going to try and do the queues so that you got like a support character or you got a carry character. This is the first time they've acknowledged that there are different types of hero archetypes in this game. And even though, these aren't full on, like support, they're categorizing them. That's very interesting. And so now these heroes have faster dash times, or different dash speeds, rather. For example, Bucket 1 gets a positive one, and then Bucket 2 and Bucket 3 have slower ones. So they changed skins or something like that. Don't refresh page, it's down now. I won't. I haven't seen that yet. If they have, let's take a peek. No, my Yamato mod still is working. I don't see anything related to skins, though. But remove the teleporters behind the walkers. Excuse me. You gotta warn me before you say something like that. My goodness. I'm not sure how big of a fan I am of that. You startled me. After 20 minutes, trooper spawn time is reduced. I'm interested to see how that plays out. And trooper bounty growth reduced from 1.5 to 1.2. That's also very interesting. But they go kind of hand in hand there. Remove the bounce pads on top of nursery/fish market rooftop leading back to mid. I'm not a fan of that, really. Again, I'm not a fan of that reading it. We'll have to see how it actually works out in game. Also, guys, I apologize. For some reason, the Twitch chat isn't showing up on like my thing here, so I can only see the YouTube chat. I apologize, guys. But I don't know. Maybe no one's talking Twitch. I apologize. Maybe I think too much of it. Trooper ally split updated from what it was to, okay, so now if there's 3 people or more, it's even less. So a little bit discouraging the fighting. Especially, I really hope to see, like, especially in my elo, guys, if you're in, like, Emissary or lower, you know what I'm talking about here, where people sometimes will just fight over the last Guardian, kind of, like, forever and indefinitely, and then, like, no one's getting souls in that lane, and it can be kind of hard to break out of that when it goes on for, like, 3 minutes. And so, hopefully that helps discourage that just a tiny bit. Breakable souls growth per minute reduced from 2.6 2.0. Reduced comeback multipliers a bit. Neutral bounty increased by 15%. Strong neutrals. Are those tier 3? Is that what that means? Plus 25%. Medium neutrals respawn rate increased. Okay, yeah. Tier. I think they mean tier 3. No, okay. Strong neutrals. They're referring to the actual like minions. I think like the actual dude. And then when they're talking about respawn rate, I think that they're talking about the camp themselves. And so the medium neutral respawn rate has been increased, and and so a little bit less actual camp farming and more there will be more actual bounty that you get from it. Sinner Sacrifice, retaliate damage increased. I like that for the most part. Sinner Sacrifice, heavy melee and success bonus now grants 4 buffs rather than 3. That's big. I like that too, because I really liked kind of when those were like really impactful. These also take a little longer to kill now due to the melee timing changes. Hero bounties are now reduced based on the amount of players, similar to the trooper mechanic. Means kills are less efficient rewarding when it's a big group. Okay. So, very interesting. So, if you're in a team fight, so like if you pick someone off one-on-one, let me know if I'm reading this right, but if you pick someone off one-on-one, you get a much bigger reward as compared to if you are, or a one-on-one or a one-on-two based on how it's 100, 1-2, 100, 100, than you would if it's, a 6-player team fight. So far, it sounds like they're butchering sneaky players RN. Slower dashes, 80% slow instead of stun on climbing. Rope climb nerfs, removal of teleporters, and that's just so far. Yeah, we're going to have to see. But I will say, so slower dashes, but there are some people who do get a buff, particularly frankly, the assassin types. Haze, Calico, Ivy. And wow, oh my goodness, guys, I just saw our scroll bar. This is going to be a long video. Wow. All right. Let's settle in, boys. Or just let me know, guys, if you want me to just start playing. But I do kind of want to read all these patch notes here. Move speed slow when shooting reduced from 30 to 25%. Sidewalker HP increased by 10%. I like that. They're a little bit... And I know that this is like a thing where like we go back and forth all the time, where it's like we go back to the sidewalkers they're not chunky enough, and then you can't fight them, and then they're dead at 10 minutes, and now this is kind of the balancing act that you play when you're in like a playtest like these. Increased by 10%. I'm happy to see that. Injectives no longer have 20 to 25% spirit resist. I'm very happy to see that, guys. That means us Lash guys, Calico people, we're going to have a little bit easier time doing damage to those objectives, which is fantastic. The following abilities now do a 50% damage to objectives. Now do 50% damage to objectives. Last Stand, Storm Cloud, Hyper Beam, Heavy Barrage. That is awesome, because those are like the pain in the ass. Ahmed, you should take a look in the Discord if you can, or maybe if someone's able to link them in chat. I'm not sure if these are like, if you can like... It's strange with like Deadlock. I'm not sure if it's like a link that you can just send with how, it's like the invite only type thing. And I know Discord, it's like once you leave, you can't get back in. So they're the best way I can say is they're in Discord. But that's awesome because those are like the big ults. Like the Warden ult, dude, it's like it became so stupid. I'm sure you could go back and look at a Deadlock weekly from the past couple of like weeks. Like I literally think there's one where I'm just standing in front of a tower and I just Warden ult and I'm like, I'm just gonna take the rest of this tower at 8 minutes because I have my ult up. And so that's awesome. I think that's great. And especially like Stormcloud too. Trooper walk speed increased. I don't know why I think it's funny that troopers are getting buffed. Like obviously, they're a part of the game like everything else, but it's just like trooper mains. You guys are gonna be happy. Zera's gonna be very happy about that one. Walk speed increased, and then run speed increased. Today I found out the troopers had walk and run speeds, but I mean it makes sense when you think about it. Sometimes you do need to chase after them. Minor respawn curve reductions. You need an account on the forums to view them, I think. Yeah, so if you don't have an account, guys, on the forums, there is a way where if you just go to onto your Deadlock page, you can, there should be a thing, it's either, I'm sorry, but it's either in the top right, or that's the top left, the top right, or the bottom right. It's not in the bottom left, I know that for sure, but it's in one of those 3 of the 4 corners of the screen. I can promise you that. Makes sense, though, if they increase the HP of the walkers, they're increasing the move speed to help you push at a normal rate. Yeah, it seems like they are doing, like, and I have noticed this with Deadlock, and this is the balancing act that, frankly, like, that I just do not envy the responsibility of the developers, where it's like, they're very clearly, like, balancing the stuff, like, with the jungle, where it's like, the respawn rate is increased, but also the souls that you get are increased, and how you actually do that math, like, these are, I don't know, man. There's a reason I wasn't a computer science major. There's a reason why I play the games. Minor respawn curve reductions, 19 minutes from 40 to 35 seconds, 30 minutes from 80 to 75 seconds, 40 minutes is still 85 seconds. That's good. Shorter respawn times I'm a fan of. Does the mid-boss changes with multiple crystals kind of kill steals while down? I didn't... Maybe, sorry, Sleep, maybe I'm stupid, but I can't read. Doesn't the mid-boss change of the multiple crystals kind of kill steals while down? Zipline knockoff stun, duration reduced. This makes me happy because it felt so cheap and so stupid sometimes to get knocked off the zipline for, like, when you were trying to, like, bounce right off it real quick, and yeah, that sucked. And then you just you turn around and, like, you're just looking at Ward and be like, and you're watching McGinnis come running up from behind you, just all the way from the walker. And you know what's coming, dude. And you just get mulched. So, I'm happy that got reduced. Added new UI indicator on HP for showing pending heal. Affects things like Abram's passive. Showing pending heal. Very interesting. Like stealing the crystals when down a bunch of teammates. I think... well, I think, like, it's just a single, like, you get a single crystal, and it affects individual people. Like, I don't think, like, I think at least that's how I interpret it. We'll see once we get into the game, but the way that I interpret it is there are multiple crystals that fall, and then you get that buff individually. And so having multiple, it's much less advantageous for, like, a McGinnis to just sit down there now and, like, spam it by yourself, or, like, Haze or something like that. And so, now we get into our items, homies. Let's see. And take a sip of Nooner. Resto Shot. Heal from NPC reduced. Yeah, Resto Shot, you knew that this was coming. It was just too strong. But honestly, I'm really happy. Like, these are not as big of... I say I'm really happy. I'm really happy because I love this item. These are insane... like, I shouldn't say insane, insanely low for what I thought. I thought this item could get gutted. And to see that it didn't, I'm happy, especially that its hero thing is still cool. And Fleetfoot, bullet resistance reduced from 10 to 6%. Melee charge, bullet resistance reduced. Melee charge is a really strong item, so maybe I play melee characters too much, but... Seems like stealing will be easier. It seems like, honestly, it's much more of a... absolutely, Gumby. It seems like it's much more of, like, you really need to team fight over it now. And it seems... I wonder, too, like, how those changes relate to the earlier mid-boss changes that they made, where they reduced it from a 9-second drop-off to an 8-second, and then down to a 7-second later on in the week. I wonder how that actually, like, connects. Because this is now, it seems like a change. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? Because, like, these are... this is a complete change to how mid-boss works, right? So, maybe they have less to do than I think, but, yeah. Spirit Shredder bullets, spirit resist reduction increased from 7 to 8%. Happy. Cool. Shout out to it. Slowing bullets after buildup is achieved. Debuff duration is refreshed rather than starting to build up again. Interesting. So, like, you can just, like, continually proc that. That's kind of cool. Swift Striker fire rate increase. Happy to see that. Swift Striker felt a little bit, like, not weak, but just I'm happy to see it get a little bit extra. Express shot primary weapon damage increased from 165 to 185. So we're gonna play some. I've been watching Deathy the past week and watching him play the express shot Yamato build, and so I've been trying that out a little bit. So we'll see where that goes in a little bit. But that doesn't sound like primary weapon damage. I imagine that's the left click, right? That's probably not the. I have to imagine that's your like secondary weapon, right? I don't know what technically classifies as a primary weapon when you have an alt fire. Toxic bullets. This is interesting. Damage. I haven't even read it yet. I'm just interested to see what toxic bullet has. It reduced from 2.5 max HP to 2.1. Yeah. Now scales with spirit power. Very interesting. So a little bit of a buff and a nerf. Berserker bullet resistance reduced. Oh, that sucks. I love Berserker. Alrighty. But down from 16 to 8%. And then some blood tribute changes. 3 lines here. Healing reduction reduced from 50 to 40%. Now grants +4 out of combat regen. Guys, let's see when we get into vitality here. What we got in terms of replacing fortitude. Because if I had to bet, I would say that there is going to be something in this, in these notes that says like immediate, like, because that's what I feel like that's one thing everybody's been talking about, right? Like just how it sucks having to go back to base now, now that you can't really get as much like fortitude regen as easy. Yo, thanks Gumby. Thanks for subscribing, homie. Then active mood speed increased from 1.75 to 2. Very cool. Weighted shots, bullet velocity reduced from 25 to 30%. This is really interesting to me, guys, because a lot of the... Oh, well, I will say, right, like, you do get weighted shots a lot, partially because of that parry reduction, right? Like, you get a lot out of weighted shots, but a lot of it is for those melee characters that you get. Hi, Blue! That you do get that parry reduction. Be interesting. Stamina recovery reduced from... Thanks for subscribing, Blue. I got lost. Stamina recovery reduced from 10 to 20%. Yeah, that's a good one. That I feel like is a really good nerf for weighted shots, because if you're doing weighted shots, like weighted shots should feel heavy, you know. Like if recoil were like a real thing in Deadlock, like recoil would be like a perfect thing for weighted shots. But again, it is shotgun characters mostly that use it. But am I crazier with Shiv Untouched? We have barely even made it halfway through these patch notes. So we're going to get to all those heroes in a second. I'm sure that there is some craziness once we get down here. And then we got to go back quick. We can't get too excited now. But we're going to... we will see. So far, though, the teleporter stinks. We'll have to see how that goes. Because honestly, I really didn't feel like the teleporters behind the walkers were a problem, man. Rage and bloodletting got changed. No spoilers, Andrew. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. You guys talk about whatever you guys want. I know plenty of folks ran straight down to Heroes to see what was going on. So feel free, guys. Crushing fists. Hunter's Aura now grants +1 sprint. I really like that change. That's really cool. I really like that because Hunter's Aura, you should be running around trying to find whoever the odd guy out is. I'm really hopeful for a little bit of a Calico buff here, and we can get back to some Hunter's Aura Calico. I think they should add all the patches in the starting lobby somewhere. I completely agree, Jay. I think that'd be a great little thing to just, like, tack right on, because they already do that for, like, the major updates. And it's like, the people who are playing this game, you know, like, we're tapped in, guys. Like, we want to know what's going on. And so, like, I think that'd be a very cool thing for them to just tack on the minor updates, too. Some of the changes are worded is really confusing. Yeah, it is. Absolutely, Brandon. It is a little tough. Like, there's some stuff in here that we're going to need to get into the game. And, you know, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I would word it any better. It's tough because it's like, obviously, it's not like a completely brand new type of game. But I don't envy their job of having to make and communicate some of these changes. So even though I'm a fan of what we're reading. Crushing Fist, bullet resistance reduced from 20 to 12%. This heavy melee distance reduced from 70 to 60%. This is really interesting because, so like on some Abrams builds, late games, You would literally be faster, like heavy meleeing around the map than you would be just like walking. And so I'm interested to see like if that's what that puts it over the edge. And then crushing fist, bullet resistance reduced from 20 to 12%. Cool. Yeah, crushing fist nerf. It was a little bit overtuned. Bebop main with 1.5 games as Bebop. I'm terrified of the Bebop section. The suspense. I honestly, I wouldn't be too scared about Bebop. I'm if you're I wouldn't be too scared about Bebop if you're playing Bomb Bebop, I will say. If you're playing Gun Bebop, I would be a little bit concerned because, I don't know, I feel like the gun is always a little bit much. AP rounds, chance reduced from 60 to 50%. Honestly, that's probably, like, Viper people, you're probably very mad about that. But I really don't know very much about it. Flying Melee Abrams, shout out to him. Spider Monkey Abrams. Shadow Weave duration reduced from 25 to 18 seconds. Shadow duration cooldown reduced, and from 40 to 32. Shadow Weave now grants plus 25% melee damage on ambush reveal. That's interesting, because I thought they would have just given Shadow Weave just like a straight up fucking buff. There you go, buddy. You do way more damage, just like gun damage. But this isn't that, because Shadow Weave, like, no one's buying it right now, really, right? Like, you guys aren't seeing it, right? And so it's very interesting that they gave it melee damage, because to me, that's like that's saying Calico. That's what Shadow Weave is saying to me now. But like, I still like it, for me, I wouldn't buy it on Calico still. Capacitor damage increased from 45 to 50. I've actually capacitor. I don't play, like, when I play 7. I don't play gun 7. So it's like I am not sure I've actually ever bought. Shadow Weave is now a melee item as well. Yeah. I'm not sure I've ever bought capacitor. Spellslinger, buff duration increased from 10 to 14 seconds. Very cool. Alrighty, guys. Vitality items. Guardian Ward. Cooldown reduced from 45 to 40 seconds. I'm a fan of that. Weapon shielding. Barrier. Yeah, alright. This is interesting. I imagine these are nerfs, because these feel very strong. Like I said, I was starting to play Yamato last week, and it was just like, it's kind of insane the power spike that you get just by, like, spirit shielding. I really don't like the mid-boss changes. I'm with you to be like, it seems very cool. I don't blame you for reading that being a little apprehensive. But we'll see how it plays out in game. But it looks like these are essentially the same changes to both, where the barrier is being reduced from 400 to 325. The barrier is no longer scaling with spirit power. I have to... does... Yeah, okay, yeah. Weapon shielding bear. Yep, perfect. Alrighty. It's pretty much identical changes. And down to return fire, bullet resistance reduced from 10 to 6%. Bullet damage returned reduced from 60 to 50%. And spirit damage return reduced from 30 to 25%. See, that's like kind of along the lines... Excuse me. Kind of along the lines of what I thought we were going to get for Shadow Weave, like, in terms of, like, a buff. Obviously that's a nerf, but, like, I thought we would just get, like, a straight up 10% more damage. Here you go. Fucking, there you go, buddy. Put that in a build. See how you do. But, I mean, all good. I'm all good with what we got for these ones as well, especially Return Fire. Return Fire was starting to, like, Return Fire is going to be weird. A weird item, I feel like, guys, because it's so, like, I don't want to say gimmicky, but, like, in Knockdown, right? It's in the same vein of, like, I press this button, and unless you have something already planned, like, unless you already have a counterplay, it kind of, you need to now play the game around me. And so it'll always be a little bit, like, finicky, with those kinds of items. Veil Walker. Cooldown reduced from 14 to 12 seconds. Same vein as Shadow Weave. They're trying to get more people to use that item, I'm sure. Which even still, like, right? Was Veil Walker a tier 4 when we came into the item patch? Like, was it still a tier 4? Or did it get reduced to a tier 3 in that item? Because I feel like that was pretty recently that occurred. But regardless, debuff remover. Bonus health reduced from 125 to 100, and then cooldown reduced from 40, cooldown increased rather from 45 to 50. Very interesting. Uh, Not huge changes, I feel like, because like debuff remover already 45 seconds for the most part is too long to use it like that's like at the end of the game really when you're using that, or like for a mid boss fight. That's already too long to kind of use it twice in one fight for the most part. Trophy collector out of combat. I really like this change, guys. And you know, there's a common patch to Nope tier 3. Reduced to tier 3 in the shop rework. Yeah, sounds about right. Thanks, guys. The I'm a big fan. Common theme, like anything that we can do to get more regen outside of the shop, which maybe this is a really bad idea, guys. Forget that I said this if it is, but like maybe you could just have like, I don't know, like a little health pack around the map or something. Forget that if that's a really bad idea. Forget that I said that. No one's allowed to talk about that if that turns out to be a really bad idea. But if it's a really good idea, you're allowed to talk about it. But if not, don't worry. I never said it. Metal Skin, cooldown reduced from 24 to 20 seconds. Cool with that as well. Debuff. I already read Doi. Spirit Resilience. Spirit Resistance reduced from 30 to 25%. That's fine. That's whatever. Divine Barrier, cooldown reduced from 45 to 40%. These are also pretty relatively small changes. Cheat Death, this is interesting. Effect no longer gets pierced by kill events like by Killing Blow or Guided Owl. Oh. So like if you were doing like the mantra, that's exactly. I never said. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I didn't say anything about that, guys. That's not real. You guys are making this up. That didn't happen. But so I've actually, there's another one. I haven't bought Cheat Death recently. Like, could you get killed during Cheat Death? Like by Killing Blow or something, like during that, or like the owl, like that's kind of insane. I feel like I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. It is kind of strange though for ultimates, because it's like with an ultimate, like that should feel really strong. Like I really liked when Vindicta, like when you shoot through the like the wall, shoot through Paradox's wall rather. Like I love that you just shot straight through that and you could kill Paradox, because it's like that's my ultimate ability. It's just some fucking Dinky 2 ability or something, whatever it is for Paradox. You shouldn't be able to counter an ultimate with that, in my opinion. And that's not like a one-to-one thing, right? Like I like that you can like get out of Lashel with Dynamo, like with the Quantum Entanglement. That's not a one-to-one thing. But now we get into the spirit items. Some healing on the map would be great. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. But if it's a bad idea, I'm not with you. But if it's a good idea, I'm with you. Rusted Barrel now reduces bullet resistance by 5%, and the cooldown is reduced by 25 to 20 seconds. I'm a fan of that. Rusted Barrel, not an item that you saw very often. Objectives are going to get shredded even faster by Spirit Wraith. Paradox. Suppressor. Fire rate reduction reduced from 35 to 30%. All right, cool. Suppressor, I saw a lot of that. Spirit resistance reduced from 10 to 6%. I'm cool with that as well on Cold Front. Cold Front's a really strong item. I'm like, that's not like that's not an overbearing nerf. I'm cool with that. Slowing and you know, I say I'm cool with that. Like, you know, I'm like they're hitting me with the stamp of approval. Like this is, you know, just my immediate reaction. But slowing hex duration increased. Love that. Love that. Bullet resist shredder, bullet resistance reduction increased from 12 to 13%. That, guys, is going to be a huge change that you are going to notice. I think they should differentiate spirit and weapon shieldings, not just damage triggers. While the barrier is active, it grants some resistance to corresponding damage type. So is that not like how barriers used to just work in the past before they made it all like one thing where you had like a spirit and a weapon shield? Spirit Sap. This is interesting because Spirit Sap I almost always like just skipped while I was playing Lash to just go straight for I'm blanking, the one with the crow. Caw! That one. And it goes silence wave. Spirit power. I always skipped this item just to go straight for that. Spirit power reduction, which it's one and the same, but it's like if you could buy something else in the meantime, I would always go for that. Spirit power reduction increased from 15 to minus 18. Like that. I'm happy to. Cast range increased from 30 to 40. Bonus health increased from 50 to 75. I am a really, really happy camper with that because that just encourages you to actually buy that item in between there and Silence Wave. So I'm cool there. Disarming Hex. Cooldown reduced from 25 to 20 seconds. And then, whoa, that's a lot of lines about Surge of Power, guys. Cooldown increased. Duration increased. Fire rate increased. Spirit power increased. Wow. So they want it to be more powerful, but yeah, not quite as proccable as frequently. They want you using that 2 or 3 times max in a team fight, not every single time you use whatever ability it is. That to me, that reads like Yamato type thing, or maybe a Calico. I'm not sure, honestly, what people have been building on Calico recently. I haven't played much of her in the past, month or two because she's been so kind of ass. But if people have been using Surge of Power, I can totally see that there. Because it's the Yamato Power Slash, and I'm already, I don't even know what the, different... I just know the one that goes in a line or the one that goes in a circle around you. Her one, you could do a ton of damage with Surge of Power on that. And this is going to get past that... this is going to make it so that you can't proc Surge of Power every time you use it. But it's going to be more powerful when you use it that every other time, which is very cool. Tank Buster now ignores enemy spirit resistance. Wow. I feel like that is a huge change. And only a 1% damage, nerf. I feel like that's big. Damage, dude, Decay? Damage increased? I feel like Decay's strong already, man. Right? I feel like Decay's strong already. You can let up. You can let up on me, Yoshi. You don't gotta do this to me, man. Can't win them all. That's alright, though. We can't win them all. That's alright. Again, we'll have to, and I got on someone's case immediately about the rejuve changes. So you know what? We're gonna let this play out. And we're gonna wait until I get killed by this 30 times in a row and crash out. Then we'll talk about Decay. I'm just kidding. I won't crash out about Decay. I won't. Maybe. Scourge. Projectile speed increased from 800 to 1600. Very interesting. I didn't realize that Scourge was a projectile thing. Am I getting Scourge confused with something else? I don't think so. Focus lens cooldown reduced from 28 to 25%. 25%. 25 seconds. People not buying anti-heal as usual. Very fair. Very fair. Vortex Web projectile speed increased. That is interesting. I feel like we are going to see a lot of Vortex Web this patch, guys, because people, I feel like, we're starting to figure out that Vortex Web was fucking sick at the very end of, the past couple of weeks. I feel like we could be seeing a lot of Vortex Web. And now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. The heroes. I'm excited. Bebop no longer has 10% base bullet resistance. Yikes. Bebop, look out. Bebop mains, look out. Find the nearest bomb shelter, Bebop mains. Go get out your canned food. You guys are going to need it. We are entering apocalyptic Bebop conditions, I feel like. Oh, never mind. Now has plus 3% bullet resistance per boon. Exploding Uppercut, tier 2 reduced from 50% weapon damage to 40%. Okay, these are nerfs, but these aren't crazy. Exploding Uppercut, tier 2 duration reduced from 12 to 9 seconds. Grapple Arm, tier 1 reduced from 25 weapon damage to plus 20. Grapple Arm, tier 1 duration reduced from 10 seconds to 6 seconds. Hey, thanks, Derved. Much appreciated. Thanks for stopping in, homie. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I said at the beginning. You guys can leave. You guys can leave the bomb shelters. It is all cool. We are clear. Dynamo, kinetic pulse damage height increased from damage height increase. So does that mean? Oh, I bet you guys. I bet you that you can hit the weakened patron now with Dynamo. What's good, Blue? Thanks for checking in, homie. Kinetic. I bet you can hit the weakened patron now with this, guys. Honestly, I'm a fan of what I see. This is huge, though, Blue. These are, like, really huge changes. Per usual. Like, this is, I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of a game called Foxhole. I love that game. It's the only game I've played more time than Deadlock. And in Foxhole, what they're very famous for is the devs put out a minor patch that is massive implications. And Deadlock very much so has similar things. And I love that. Like, I am so great. Like, I love that. So, very happy about that. Yes, TZM. Patience is a virtue, and we are being rewarded for our virtuosity today. But yeah, I bet you can hit Dynamo Kinetic Pulse now with the weakened patron, because it used to just go straight under it. Also makes it harder to jump dodge the pulse. Yeah, absolutely, Brandon. Grey Talon, Spirit Snare Curse duration increased from 1.75 to 2 seconds. Guided Owl cooldown reduced from 135 to 120. Love this, guys. Love this. Let's get Talon back in the meta and out of that, like, complete crappy charge shot stuff. Feels like whenever Talon's charge shot is good, he's good, and whenever it's not, he's ass, and I hate that. Talon's a really cool character, and I really hope that they can give him some more legs. Like, I think his ult is really cool, even if it is like if it does suck to get hit by. It is a really cool ult, and there aren't a lot of like heroes that have a global ult like that. Obviously Mirage, but you know, like it's not a stacked roster with guys who can do that. Trying to lean back into the fan here, guys. I put a shirt on before we started streaming. I hope you're happy. Oh, God, it's hot as fuck in Massachusetts today, and wearing a hoodie was a bad move before we got cooking. But, Kelvin, Arctic Beam, I could really use getting hit with the Arctic Beam right now. My God. Lasco, I need you to pick it up out there. The Tier 3 no longer bounces off of objectives. I saw someone complain about this in Reddit yesterday. You will be very happy to hear about that. Essence Bomb no longer sticks to units. That's awesome, even though it was really funny when you got, like, hit in the forehead. Like, you just got hit with, like, the Mr. Incredible, like, sticky rubber bomb. I'm happy that that doesn't stick to you anymore. The cooldown increased from... Yeah, it's been an insane summer. It's been an insane summer, Blue. Cooldown increased. Happy to see that, because that was such a pain in the ass in lane, guys. I mean, we all know it. Radius reduced, or rate. I said reduced because that's what it should say, but it's been increased, unfortunately. It's been increased from 7 to 9. I already found it kind of a pain to try and just like dodge out of. So that's gonna be tough. Essence Bomb from +2 radius to -4 second cooldown. Okay. So, alright, so now you just get that radius by default, and they've swapped around the cooldown and the, okay, so you'll see that now, basically, Geist needs to put a little bit more into the bomb to actually get the full use out of it in lane, which is good, ultimately. She's not going to be spamming it, quite as much in lane, which is good. And then the projectile speed, what the fuck? Not to be like that. I love this game. I'm very grateful that we got this patch finally. But what the fuck is that? We'll see, I guess. Oh God, yeah. Why the fuck is Geist being popped? Vizier, Vi Junior. I apologize. I'm bad at pronouncing things, guys. I apologize. Health per boon, McGinnis reduced from 56 to 52. Spectral Wall fixed a bug where aiming at long stairs would sometimes cause the preview to go through it. I bet you, like, if you're standing at the bottom of mid or something, that'd be a pain in the ass. Yeah, we'll have to see how this ultimately pans out with guys. Well, because, like, yeah, this to me reads like a Geist lane nerf. This isn't really, like, much of a actual change, it really seems like. But it's tough, man. With the speed increased, I don't know what they were going for, really, with this, just by reading it. And that's why, we'll get into the game, we'll play, but we'll see where we're at there. So change the preview particle. Now supports lag compensation. So it looks like a lot of stuff where, just as it comes to like, if you're playing against a lot of quality of life stuff so that like, if you've been having issues with Spectral Wall and its preview, it looks like you're not going to have those issues quite anymore. And now it's going to erupt where the preview particle is displaying when manually triggering the eruption. And I don't play a lot of McGinnis guys, so McGinnis guys, I know you know what that means, but... and then turret's health per boon reduced from 12 to 10. That's fine. McGinnis, I'm just... it needs a little bit of a peel back in. I'm happy to see this. I don't feel like... McGinnis has a huge win rate, but she's one of those heroes where it's like... I think that McGinnis is... She's not... completely, utterly overtuned in the same way that like Seven and Shiv are, right? Or were. We'll see where we go to, and I see some things, but McGinnis, yeah. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. Mirage, base bullet damage reduced. Get fucked. That's hysterical. They literally told Mirage to kick rocks, bro. Base bullet damage reduced. Just means the preview is more accurate to where the wall will actually be. Yeah, absolutely. I see it, now though, the radius though, Derv, it's increased just generally. So like you'll be doing less of it, but it'll be harder to actually get out of it because the range has been increased. But Paradox, bullet damage scaling increased by 10%, and cool. I don't mean that to sound sick. It's just moving on. Pocket affliction initial current HP percentage damage increased from 10% to 12%. That's cool. Affliction that was feeling not weak, but not quite as strong as it used to be. Which I feel like affliction should be a stronghold. Because like it's a tight radius. They need to put themselves in a lot of danger to actually get it off. And so I feel like affliction should do a lot of damage. And so I'm fine with that there. Now, guys, this is the real moment you've all been waiting for. Shiv, rage now only... Oh, true, guys. Great stuff, Blue. You just made... you reminded me there. I'm not sure if you even meant it, but all those dash changes, right? That will completely impact the actually being able to get out of Geist's or bomb. That'll be very interesting. Shiv, rage now only builds up from damaging players. Fucking pink missed me there, dude. Rage build up for all damage types increased by 20%. Easier to build up. That's totally fine if you're only getting it from damaging players. Rage decay duration increased from 9 to 12 seconds. Bloodletting duration reduced from 12 to 6 seconds. Woo! Got it! Bloodletting cooldown reduced from 60 to 45 seconds. Bloodletting damage clear increased from 30 to 40 seconds. Bloodletting tier 1 and tier 2 swapped. I don't know what those are off the top of my head. Bloodletting tier 3 increased from 20 to 35%. So yeah, they really gutted that bloodletting, man. Maybe not completely gutted it, rather, but like cutting that duration literally in half is insane. In a good way. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain in a good way. I'm a happy man with that. All right. 7. Another one that I've been waiting for. Base movement speed reduced from 7.1 to 6.9. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Taku. Thanks for subscribing, homie. Taku. Excuse me. I apologize. I'm gonna do that every single time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm gonna learn how to read a name and then just be confident and I'm running with that. I don't know. I tried to be right. Never mind. Base movement speed reduced from 7.1 to 6.9. Happy with that. Spirit scaling reduced from 0.23 to 0.2. You're not going to see 7 zooming around. Power surge tier 1 and tier 2 swapped. Storm Cloud cooldown increased from 170 to 180. Happy, happy camper. Spirit power scaling reduced from zero point 0.7 to 0.65. Happy camper. DPS reduced from 95 to 90. Happy camper. Storm Cloud tier 3 reduced from plus 65 to plus 60. Call me Steve Wallace, dude. I'm a happy camper. You are gonna that is good stuff. Although I will say, I saw a lot of people talking about how they really felt strongly about the shred being the difficult part. And I will say, the cooldown is already really long on this. I'm not sure the cooldown is really where we needed to go. But that's one line in the patch notes. We talked a lot already about why I am not a developer for a reason. So I am very cool to see where we go with this stuff. I am very happy with that stuff as I read it. Crow tier 1 bounce no longer bounces off of objectives. I didn't even know it bounced off objectives, and I've played more Vindicta games than I've played anybody else in my life. I knew it bounced off like minions and stuff, but I didn't know you could bounce it off the Guardian. Stake tier 3 reduced from plus 2 meters to plus 1 meter. Alright, I can rock with that. Viscous Puddle Punch cooldown reduced from 30 to 24 seconds. Cool. Puddle Punch tier 3 increased from 11.5 seconds cooldown to 12 seconds. So, honestly, I thought we were going to get some viscous buffs here, guys. I'm surprised to see just honestly, just a little bit of a Puddle Punch walk around. Damn. Warden, we knew we weren't going to get away from this for too long. The bullet base damage reduced from 17 to 15, and then the bullet damage growth is increased from 38 to 0.44. Warden, and also we talked about the Last Stand changes earlier, about how that does half damage to objectives. DPS reduced from 74 to 70. So it just says Warden DPS reduced. Does that mean Last Stand DPS, or just what is DPS? Does that mean gun damage? What do you mean? Last Stand lifesteal versus non-heroes reduced from 15% to 10%. Cool. That's one you probably won't notice a ton, unless, like, again, you're standing right in front of the like Guardian. And then Wraith, bullet damage increased. Wraith people. You're happy to see that, guys. That's a big one. That's like, again, we talked, I don't know math, but like, that's 20th, that's like 5%, right? That's like a 5% damage increase, I think. Can you give me percentages, man? I need percentages, bro. But I mean, it makes sense. You're giving me the value. Never mind. Bullet damage growth reduced from 0.18 to 0.175. Same overall peak damage. So they just scale, grow slower. Yamato alt fire base damage reduced from 63.36 to 50, and then alt fire base damage now grows per boon at 0.07. So I wonder where that actually winds up at. And that honestly makes me wonder. I think we might just go play a little bit of Calico. This afternoon, and to see where we line up at. Maybe, honestly, though, actually, maybe we play some Lash, because Lash didn't even get touched. Very interesting. I am actually going to step up for a second now that we are done reading the patch notes, and I'm going to change out of this hoodie and into a t-shirt. And while I'm doing that, if you guys want to drop in what hero you want to see, Lash, Calico, I'm probably not going to play someone that I've never played before, but I'm going to just hop up for a second, and we will hop into some Deadlock and see what the hell these changes are once I get back. So I'll be back in a moment. We're going to swap us over to I got a game update available again. Alrighty, so let me swap over to this. Perfect. And then I can close this out. And then... Cool. Alrighty. I can update my game, and then, while it's updating... Perfect. Alrighty, guys. I will be back in, 2 seconds. Just going to change my shirt, and I will be right back. All right. I'm back with the shirt on. AFC champions, baby. We're getting back to this. We're getting back to this. Slowly but surely, we're getting back to this. You guys haven't been watching training camp. I know that for sure. But that's all right. All right. Let's get after it. Let's get Yamato off the queue here. Let's get Lash diving in here. Yeah, lots of balance changes. It's let's put Calico as our 2, and then what do we want? We'll put Warda as our white one. All right. Everything look good, sound good. Patch is live, Sucro. We are about to load up our first game on it. This will be very, very, very interesting. So big stuff. Like the biggest thing that you are going to notice, guys, in this patch is the rejuve. Like, obviously, you know, there are a million different things that have changed, but the rejuve changes are like the stuff that you are going to see immediately in every game that you play. Not quite, Graph. Not quite. It is it's not quite in the ground. But yeah, they did get whacked. The big stuff is Shiv bloodletting took a big hit, and then also Seven's ult took a big hit. Also, guys, I'm really curious. Am I live on Twitch right now? Like, because I haven't been able to see, like, the Twitch chat pop up, and I went live, and I don't know, like, did something just break? Let me see.
We gotta get pictures of you.
No, hey.
No, I don't want to listen to whatever that is. No, it doesn't look like I am live on Twitch, so my bad. I'll figure whatever that is out. And, you know, but if you do want to follow me on Twitch, if that is your preferred spot, the link is in the description to this stream. But, yeah, I don't know why it didn't go live there. We'll have to sort that out for next time. But I was just so pumped to see the update. I was like, let's fucking get after it. All right, Calico it is, boys. Let's see. I really like this Skeleton Honey Calico build. This is just the way that I like playing this character. I am really... My hands are really sweaty. Absolutely, homie. It's so fucking hot down here.
Oh, power awaits you. But are you strong enough to grow?
Let's see if I regret that, chat. I can't believe I just said chat like I'm a real streamer. Like I wasn't fucking driving the fucking forklift 3 hours ago.
How's the patch going, boys?
Going, I hope my boss lets me out of here so I can home for the Deadlock patch in time.
Man, it feels so much fucking better. Thank fucking God.
Or playing against it or playing as it?
I think playing against it will be.
I've also, guys, I haven't played Calico and ooh, I got that one. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the cooldown on it's kind of fucked.
I feel like I should have caught that. I haven't played Calico in a minute. Well, I've played a couple of games, but I should say it might take me a minute with the bombs to get going again, but I feel like I should know what the hell I'm doing by now.
Ew, that's...
McGinnis Hybrid might have toxic bullets in it now. Believe it. Oh. I can't. These guys are doing a good job staying hidden. Oh. I saw that in front. I totally would have caught me too.
Metaphorical blood on my hands.
Good luck not getting shot.
Got them. Ah, oh, motherfucker. That's the combo I live for, baby. That's why I play this fucking game.
Oh, if you use healing right, it tells you how much you're gonna get now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. This is why I play this fucking game. I love that combo. Dive in, light melee their ass. Fucking, here's fucking 47 bombs to hold on to. come on, come on, come on. Nice. I thought he was gonna... Oh, I should have... I'm so bad at parrying the viscous puddle punch. It's like, no matter how many times I go, I am going to work on that. I just never do. God damn. Hot as shit.
Impose your will.
Brutal day in Massachusetts today. Like, fucking 90-something degrees. I saw one of them up there. He already got all his value out of that, but it's whatever. We're getting denied like crazy. Fucking. Fair enough. Well played, Viscous. Well played. I don't want... Alright, Viscous, it's cool when I throw the bombs at you. Not cool when you do it. Melee lifesteal didn't get nerfed. Hilarious. Neither did Spirit Smash. Hysterical. Honestly, quite confused with what they've done so far, especially with the rejuve. We'll see what it looks like here. We'll see what it looks like here. I'm sure that either us or the other team is going to make a point of it at some point, even if it isn't a great play, to just see what goes on. Dude, okay, this guy is... Oh, I'm totally getting denied for that.
There is no mercy. They're about to pay.
Nice. Good damage there. Good damage. Look out, Talon.
Look
Look
all
out,
that guardian
Look out,
damage
Talon.
yourself.
Woo! I need some extra health is what I need. Actually, I wouldn't mind a little extra stamina.
Anything else?
Maybe I should have saved that, just gone for charge, but that's alright. How did I get denied there? That's what I'm talking about. How'd that happen? That's... See, and this doesn't make any sense to me. This isn't real. Taking a lot... We're just having trouble. It's... These guys are... It's, These guys are doing a lot of getting, clearing the wave. Oh, lag! We're alive, right?
Look at you, little.
I have a feeling these guys are going to start parrying here in a second. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Quote, you guys ever heard of this guy, Phil Swift? That's a lot of damage.
Kind of dunking on this 7. I hate.
I love that, because we are not quite... no, we are getting dunked on. Our the denies. These guys have done such a good job denying. And that feels a little aggressive.
Sending an eagle blue or green.
You think you're catching me?
Forgot. Oh!
I can't die here.
I gotta go back down, I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good.
Now after mid-boss is killed... Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what it looks like once we get down there. Yeah, we'll take extra health. Yellow Guardian's been defeated. We're shitting on green. And they're, honestly, they were one team fight away from winning over there, too, so... One team fight. They were one fight away.
You can't stop this.
Yeah, I took a... my booty may have taken a little bite out of my seat. But it's alright, we made it out. You're really slow on that now, I feel like.
Allow me to make a quick trip to...
Alright, try and hold off this wave. Oh, wow. I got really lucky there.
Sinclair,
Wait
I'm
for...
going to
once they're pushing into tower, though, we kind of
sure
need...
you'll be fine.
Oh, and perfect. He didn't even miss it.
Thanks.
Nice.
Have an escape route.
Perfect. And we got Bebop here now. Time to go, baby. That's a lot of damage. Oh! Gonna back up now. I'm kind of hurt. Ooh, I'm gonna wait to go join this fight, actually. Bro ain't ready for this. Oh, my view is... I'm back. Is Talon dead? Talon's dead. This is... We're cooling, though. We are cooling. I'm taking a lot... not getting a lot of souls for being here, though, at the moment.
You can't stop this.
Ooh, is there some weird melee bugness going on? This is a lot of damage, too, that you take from it now. Holy cow. I need to get ready to help Talon again in a second. Alright. I'm on the way back, Talon. Maybe the boost wasn't necessary here, but, you know.
They're both hurt.
Aha! Poor Viscous. I just dodged both of those, just like, pure luck. Where is this Vindicta? I want to fight her.
See if they're prepared for this. I go where I want.
I don't know why the Vindicta wants to get that close to me. We should push the hell out of this tower, though. Now that we're so strong here. Or at least... we should. Come on, homies.
Who's that spear shielding? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she does.
Alright, we kind of... I really don't like the game state that we're in at the moment. There's just way too many people here. Just all kind of looking at each other. So I'm going to take this as an opportunity to go farm. And steal this buff here. God willing. I heard someone else going for it. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Make sure Vindicta doesn't get that. Oh, I didn't even hear it go for the thing. I still need another quick second before I can fight. Fuck, I may be dead there. Oh, got lucky. Got lucky. Oh, Vindicta can totally fucking snipe my ass, too. If I get unlucky.
Yeah, expensive taste. I love it.
What has happened over
I
here?
have my ult. No use for it.
I heard Lash say that he's got his ult. Cool. I'm so starving. It's insane. Well, because there's been fucking 30 million people in my lane. Alright, I can't take that. We are going to get that tower. I am going to take this as an opportunity to go cold front this camp.
Go heals it.
Should go to that. Goddamn. I'm not going to get there quite in time.
We'll do a half heal.
I can totally jump this Vindicta. Oh, mother effer. Oh, I was going into you could hear me fucking spamming E, dude. Going to fucking run. I literally, dude, if I would have gotten her with the ult there. Alright, I am underfed as shit. Time to go and farm for a moment. This Yamato is fucking... Jesus. Just... and Sinclair, honestly. Just get those guys some kills. Yeah, I got...
Slam the shit out of this guy. Very good.
Yeah, that was a big punish. I will say though, it didn't feel like that much bigger of a punish than like it normally did though, you know?
He's a pussy.
And Sinclair was beating him up, see.
One thing too, the voice comms in this game are just so quiet by default. It's so annoying. In my opinion.
I'm coming over blue. I don't have ultimate.
Let's go for a walk, Ava.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to stop this.
Our blue guardian has been destroyed.
Nice. I'm gonna clear the wave so diligently because I'm a proper community citizen. Gun Abrams, it's time. Dude, sharpshooter Abrams, I believe that's a real build, by the way. That's a real thing. Well, depending on who you talk to. Six tier 4 oranges, meta Abrams incoming. Yeah, I can't wait for the update where you just get to buy Crushing Fist 4 times over. Oh, Abrams is... What is he doing? Right there.
Nobody to
Our blue walker is under attack.
Nice. Clear that. I don't like leaving that that camp there, but what can you do? This is more important. Oh! Not dying to this guy's a lot more important. And especially now that I got... What is my... Yeah, no, I'm not ready to fight this guy. That's fine. Oh, unless Viscous comes out of... Come from behind? Nice.
Nice to work with competent people.
Alrighty, I need to buy.
Our green
Abrams just hanging out. Yeah, dude, Abrams was hitting the fucking pool, bro. Alrighty, let me get my Torment Pulse. Oh, I wish I had. It's...
that weight.
Yeah, okay.
I'm coming back over to you, Magician.
Clear this other wave that's coming up.
I'll throw 7 for you.
Yeah, dude, Abrams Cabanas. Abrams with the fucking beach DLC.
I need 30 souls and I can get reverb, and then I'm down to fight and do shit.
Alrighty, now I can probably go get Life Strike and Kinetic Dash, which I love. What is this Abrams build? Let's take a peek. Oh my god, it's Gun Abrams. It's literally Gun Abrams. Not quite enough to get life.
Towards you. Actually, it's pocket.
Oh my god.
Pocket and Vindicta, I can be here for this Vin.
Coming too.
Oh my god, they're both... God damn. I just got... These guys... I'm getting fucking jumped by these guys.
Bringing the...
Oh, I thought that Sinclair... I thought I was safe with that Sinclair next to me. Everyone's watched the the Gabrams video. You tricked me into saying that. Gun Abrams video. Lucky shot glass cannon incoming. That's hysterical. I got enough for Life Strike.
blue walker is under attack.
You're mine.
I need a break. Let's play a game.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I literally have no idea what's happened on yellow this entire game. All I know is that Yamato's kicking ass, and if it's cool as long as that's what's happening. Yeah, Abrams is actually testing Shadow Weave Abrams build. All right, I'm gonna push this wave here. Yeah, all right, until I see Viscous, and then run away, because I know that Abrams is probably, I don't know, like, cleaning his gun around the corner or something. Guessing another month or so for the big patch. I am guessing probably not quite a month. I know better at this point than to say what timelines. A month feels like a long time. I don't know. A few weeks. I think it's between a few weeks and a month. I don't think it's coming next week. I don't think it's coming the week after that. I don't think they would have put the patch out. I need to go help Blue. We'll talk more about the patch in a second. But yes, the patch is it's out. It's thanks so much, Jonathan. But yeah, the patch is out, and we are getting after it, baby. Oh, I thought I was gonna boost off the zip. Nice. There we go. This Yamato's fucking cleaning up, man.
It's messing him up.
Bebop, you should be a streamer. I am very scared of the...
1 HP on her. Literally 1. Nice.
What just hit? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I love that change. Love that change. Love that change. Shows you how much health you're... Okay, that's like one of the things that I just didn't get, you know? I love that. Ooh, Bebop. Is Bebop actually fighting that guy? Yeah, guys, actually, this is all just a bait and switch. I'm actually Gabe Newell, by the way, and the patch is actually just coming out later. This isn't actually real. We're gonna revert all of the changes from this balance patch in the next little bit here. Finish this up. But yeah, we're just just to see what everybody thought. Big patch coming in about 30 minutes, and don't do what fucking you did with Death Beat and fucking make that a real thing. Are they gonna jump me here? They shouldn't jump me. Oh, come on down, Abrams. Come on down, Abrams. Oh, 6-6. Oh, that's not good. 6-6 health. I'm fucked.
Mid boss. Can you guys do mid boss?
Yeah, I don't know how it's
I'll get yellow lane. I'll get yellow lane.
Vision, I got this shit, bro. Don't worry.
How much damage do we need to do now? Wow. We do need to do a ton of damage. And I can't tank it, which is the biggest pain. We need to do an insane amount of damage. This is wild.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they changed it.
Yeah, let's back out. Let's back out, guys.
Yeah, just back out. Just back out, team.
That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. You need a gun hero to show up and do that.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Leaping.
Headed to green.
Go and get us the rest of our kit here. Oh, goddamn.
I can't spend this when I'm dead.
Our green walker is under attack.
I need Snatch, Reducer, actually I'm taking Berserker. I'm not getting there in time.
Green walker has been destroyed.
I will get there in time for Blue. No changes to Calico. Yeah, just Calico is exempt to... honestly, I even forget what the change was. It wasn't like one of the dash changes, but Calico was exempt to one of the changes. I forget what they were. Technically, Calico's nerfed since melee items got nerfed. Yeah, true. Fair enough. Does Abrams have Shadow Weave?
Appreciate the help.
That was a tactical.
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Is that Abrams has got Shadow Weave. That's what's crazy. I love you, Abrams, but that's crazy. How am I supposed to just go about the rest of my day like that? How am I...
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying fuck this Vindicta. They're doing
Yeah.
mid, I think. They're doing mid. They're finishing
Gonna do
mid.
what to Vindicta?
Seven's down below. I just heard him shooting his shit on here.
No, he's not down, like, in
he's
the
up- he's up.
Where's he at? Cow, did you hear that
It's
shit?
right here.
It's got fucking crazy range now as well. We don't need to do mid boss.
All I hear is mid. I get excited, man.
7's on yellow.
We're not. Alright, are we fighting 7? Looks like we are. I'm gonna stay here and take
Don't
quick.
teleport away, Bebop. Don't let it get away.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
Yo, someone's clearing the wave though, right? Someone's clearing the wave though, right? Someone's clearing the wave though, right?
Ouch.
Nice. Oh, we got Pocket here. Oh, Pocket ran the fuck away. Oh, Lash is going in for it too.
Catch me if you can.
Oh! Lash, get those souls, quick! Need to play a few Abrams games now. Abrams is a fun character, man. Where did I hear her? Oh, there she is. Yeah, got her. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? I think now we do mid, right?
I mean, why don't we just push into their base? I guess 7's about to be up.
They changed mids. I've never taken against.
I'm down to try. I have no idea what the changes are.
It's like there's multiple
Yeah, I
crystals.
guess so, huh? Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
now we gotta
I think
do it. I gotta
3 of them spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, they're dropping now. They're dropping now.
Fucking shredded it.
I think they're individual buffs, so Yamato, you take one. Yep, they're individual.
That is
Interesting.
Bring her.
Yeah, and there's
Pretty sure
you also don't.
boosts your spear power.
Yeah, it buffs your spear power by like 15%.
That's cool. I really like that, guys. I really like that change. That makes it so much cooler. And I love that it's like you now get that choice where I'm like, Yamato, you're fed as fuck. Take that. Like, that is cool as shit. I think we're probably going to wind up losing a walker for this. God damn it. I literally hit F2 to fucking parry. That's what's crazy. Like, I feel like I'm not sure if you guys have felt this way too, but I feel like since, like, maybe it is the item shop update for the past, like, couple of months, my inputs have just felt, like, so not snappy. Like, if the, like, it's so difficult to, or, like, not, I shouldn't say not snappy, but, like, you hit, like, I can't hit my, like, combos as fast as I could earlier. Like, that Abrams time. Like, I was fighting that Abrams there before he died, and it's like, my Calico's I punch, and then Calico's stuck there doing this for, like, half a second. Whereas you used to be able to just really fucking go straight into your ult, which I miss. It's much harder to contest, but you also don't get nearly as much of a,
Calico, when you're up,
like, the winning team doesn't get nearly as much of benefit, you know? One more time?
Calico get yellow, and then
Copy.
everyone else push blue.
I will say I haven't noticed the fact that the
Oh,
teleporters
second
aren't here yet. Quite yet. I haven't been doing that snappy rotations, but
Throw them out to you guys.
this also, guys, if you remember from a few months ago, the bazooka troopers, if you guys remember that, like the bazooka troopers that we were talking about, I wonder if this means that those are never gonna make it into the game. I'm just gonna zoom past these guys.
I'm greedy as fuck.
Trying to hit the 20 bomb.
I'll just hang out over here for that. Oh, that's not real. That's not real. What was that? That's not real. Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. You guys all saw that too, right? You guys all saw that too, right? I'm gonna take care of green.
Okay.
You earn my favor.
Ayo? Yeah, that looked a little strange, eh, boys? A little sus? A little sus? Alright, we got some farm up. I will say though, this is representative for the first game on Calico, or I say the first game, like I played a couple Calico games a couple of weeks ago, but really the first Calico game in a minute. I used to play there was a 2-month period where I played only Calico, back when she was fucking broken as shit. Yeah, Shrimp Furnace had the fucking spidey senses cooking, dude. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. All right, let's see if we can steal this vending machine over here now. I don't know why. I've always just called them vending machines. That's what they are to me. Slot machines, maybe. I guess that's actually what they are. They are actually a slot machine. But it won't be real to me until I can get a crisp Diet Coke. Alrighty. I like it. Cooldown. I wonder if even you go... It's tough. It's tough to justify Transcendent Cooldown being your first. Ooh, I should actually totally pop... Perfect. He can take that, too. He's probably... Yeah, 7-0. You can take that, buddy. You can have whatever you want, actually. Would you like a foot massage? I can give you one of those. You can have whatever you'd like. Maybe not whatever. Ooh, I heard Furnace. Okay. I'm with you. I love these new characters, the older new characters. Let's jump 7, right? Or I guess we kind of wound up in a fight here.
I'm multi-magician.
Did she just say the Amber Hand has been defeated? It didn't sound like...
Well, GG's team.
It sounded like he said, the patron said the Amber Hand has been defeated. That didn't sound like the Walker, right? That didn't sound like a Walker voice line. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Drop the patron. Wow, that's a lot of fucking damage.
We just need a down patron.
Infernus is doing so much damage. It's insane. I gotta get out. Who's fucking... I thought I saw someone's, like, Torment Pulse proc on me.
Another big timer. I guess we're all fairly low. Do you have Fortitude?
Nah, I'm coming back. Which Fortitude?
Okay.
I have all in 30 seconds. We could try to make
it. Yeah, Fortitude ain't really like that anymore, too. I'm speed boosted back.
Sounds good. Okay, sounds good.
Time to move.
I'm going in.
Oh, no.
I'm coming in. What? I'm fucking R2 blast. Goddamn, man. Dude, this Yamato is actually insane. I'm taking so much damage from everything. I can't get away from the damage. I'm gonna stand right here for a second.
They took out Yamato.
That's not good.
Just focus patron. Focus patron hard.
I can still kill him.
Nice. There we go. GG. GG's. There we go, guys. Huh. Alrighty, guys. Honestly, that's where it's gonna be a real quick stream tonight. I was honestly really curious to see where I wound up to because my because like they did all those changes. Because I want to real quick turn around our beginning of this stream and just put a video up for all the folks that weren't here to be able to see it for when we were going over the patch notes live. But streaming, guys, is going to become a very regular thing around here. I'm going to start spinning up, doing it pretty much every day that I can. Because, yeah, we're just going to get after it, man. And so I'm really excited to do that. And it's going to be a real quick stream tonight. I'm going to put that patch notes video up for anybody that did miss it then as well. And, yeah, so, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is an insane amount of people who came and joined in for the stream tonight. A real quick one, but, yeah, I will see you guys again tomorrow. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow because I'm going to get dinner with my mom and my sister who I haven't seen in a couple of months, so I'm excited to do that. But, yeah, so tomorrow we'll be back. And, yeah, it'll probably be a little bit closer to, like, 8 o'clock, though. 8 o'clock Eastern. But, yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic evening, and I will